having all the skins. He's got like 6, 7, 8 knives. I don't know. I think he started giving them away though, so that's good. Like giving away all of his riches. So that's good. Good on James. Props, shoutouts to him. And we're into the pistol now. So we've got CLG, we've got Cloud9. They're going to be facing off on the third map, the decider here, and CLG on the T side, Cloud9 on the CT side. They've already got a lot of players towards B. Cloud9. Oh wow, already a pick there by Sean Gares, and oh my god, I can't even form a sentence, and Cloud9 have killed everyone. They're all dead.
And they played like way more aggressive than usually CC just play the B site on the pistol rounds, but they did that really successfully, which actually is kind of surprising to me. But yeah, great job there from Cloud9.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a pretty good effort here in this round from CLG with the force up to actually get something done. But they've actually left Haste and JDM64 with a bit of cash because, of course, the AWP there. And you got to love it when you get the one shot with the scout because they don't have any armor. You get the torso connection there, and that will be a quick frag. And that's super cool because you run so fast with the scout too. You can just get in there, get out of there, and before people would even see you.
Yeah, and he also tagged Cutler there, though. No, they actually have 4 people with vests. I was just gonna say that they just went for a semi-successful buy from them.
And so everyone's gonna get kind of destroyed there.
And why do people want to go for the Deagle over the Tech 9 armor? It just blows my mind.
The Deagle's cool.
Yeah,
some people need to make frag highlights, okay? That's what the Deagle is for. It's for making frag highlights.
Yeah, that's true. Not for winning games.
Well, I mean, hey, sometimes people would like to play the it is definitely lower percentage. You're looking for crazy shots, but if like let's say Cloud9 make a mistake and they're peeking and they're giving you too many shots, then the inconsistency kind of drops, and eventually maybe you'll get something. So there's always going to be an argument for everything, pros and cons. And right now my screen is filling up with Cloud9. Cloud9 and Cloud9. All the frags for Cloud9. 3-0 now. CLG are going to be in with their buy.
2 flawless rounds in a row.
Oh, we can... yeah, absolutely. No deaths on anybody. No.
Yeah, they're pretty strong economy now for Cloud9.
And it might be... It's quite interesting because we may actually see that Cloud9 have a really strong CT start on this map. And then you would wonder... Hang on, why did they not pick this over Train? But never mind. I mean, the cool thing with Cloud9 is that they're still in a huge experience gathering position where they need to get all the match experience underway with this new lineup still. Sean Gares always close to the big boulder, and it's going to be Cutler to take him down there on the upper park area. And he gets a second kill as well. Cutler going really, really huge with that double, and that's such a strong response here. Cloud9 put a lot of resources early into the round for positive trades. They got the opposite. It's CLG with the better trades. They have 4 versus 3. At least rotations can be faster, but Skadoodle's going to stay in. That's so strong because they needed something to equalize the situation. So very nice to Skadoodle didn't just run back to the bomb site or something.
And 3-3 now. It's going to put himself up on the ledge to the right there. Shroud can see them way before they can see them.
And he's going to get the first frag. He actually looked towards short there because his angle was so far back that he could have been wrapped on, but it's going to be CLG 2-on-2 again. Oh, the AWP comes into play. JDM64 finds the frag on the Freakazoid. Skadoodle, star AWPer of Cloud9, looking for a shot over the top of the smoke. And so far he finds not all that much. Good positions here by CLG. Skadoodle, oh, that shot, oh, so nearly he connects. He's going to go around the side, goes for the no-scope, and again, this time he'll connect, but JDM64 has his teammates back. Hazed will go down, but he will win the round.
Yeah, and once again we see like excellent decision-making by CLG. They get the good trades in the like toilet area, and what you see a lot of teams is just push out towards the A site. And I talked about this earlier, where you can just immediately get killed, like 4 people, just in a matter of like 2 or 3 seconds. But they just fall back instead and just go for the B push after trading effectively. It's just so much better to do that.
And yeah, well, we'll see. CLG they're gonna go for a push up A long, the upper park area. Ooh, wow! Hayes finds a frag on Skadoodle, who was getting pretty aggressive towards the Suez area. And that's actually really important because that position would have given loads of info for Cloud9 actually. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Tarek gonna shut down Sean Gers, and CLG look like they could be having a really sick defense here of this A bomb site now that they've taken it away from Cloud9. And Cloud9 likely don't even want to touch this bomb site now.
Yeah, they should just save immediately.
You sound sad.
I did?
Yeah, you sound really sad. You want to see the retake, didn't you? You want to see them fighting to the bitter end. I can tell. Sometimes the manly decision threat is to know when your round is up, to cut your losses.
Yeah, that's why I said they should save their
All right, 3-2, and oh wow, nothing is going to actually find a kill as he's being hunted down there. But yeah, 3-2. We shall have a situation whereby Cloud9.
Only one guy dying there from CLG, so they managed to build up like a little bit of a bank at least.
And with the 3 save weapons, they're going to go for the full buy here. So, what would you like to see Cloud9 go for in this round? They're clearly outgunned, for example.
I would go for 3 people towards A at the beginning. Just try to gain some ground towards long or in the toilets, because it's not that likely that CLG would go for the fast B push. In this situation.
It's quite fun that we have an area called the toilets. It's hard to make that sound cool. It's like he's going in the toilets. Looking for the trade in the toilets.
Why would you yell it? Like,
because maybe there's action there, man. You gotta spice it up.
The bank, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah, he's taking it straight to the bank. that's how you do it. Straight to the bank.
I don't know why that's funny.
Alright, so nice boost here from Skadoodle. So looks like Skadoodle's going to be forced out of the toilets area here by CLG, who slowly take more and more control of this area. And to be honest, they're kind of outside of the toilets. They're not actually inside the toilets. It's like a corridor where there is some doors where you can then enter the toilets. Which these players do not.
Just like in real life.
Just like in real life, yes. We have a 3-2 scoreline. We've got a slow round. There's 25 seconds left here for CLG to do something, but they're all spread out at the moment, looking for the play onto B now. They have to. They're committed. The bomb is towards that position. They're going to be charging through Monster. And no nades for the guy by the barrels. Now, Shroud could cause problems indeed. He's going to get a first frag. Gets the trade, though, Tarek.
Yeah, the bomb is still down.
Yeah, there's no time for this. There is no time. They've got to back away. If they die after time, well, no one wants that. Wait, okay, I was going to say, I thought he's like hiding in the corner there in the dark, but it actually is X-ray, so that looked really weird for a second. So 4-2, and CLG with a pretty shaky situation there at the end. They left that way too late.
Yeah, like it didn't really make any sense because they were like standing outside of Monster in the hub area or sewers, and just waiting. Like, they didn't try to gain any ground, they just stood there and waiting for something, I don't know what.
Oh, but they're actually taking your advice here. They're playing 3 players down A long. CLG gonna look for that entry. Oh, God, that gets taken down. He was the guy who was trading so well, but Sean Gers gets 2. Nothing gets a single frag onto JDM64, and now there's nothing left for CLG. Finesse gonna swap out for the AK. Now, Finesse gonna be making the call here. Let's just go for that A play. The thing is, when they see that many players towards A long, it should be pretty free, the toilets, and that's exactly what they've taken. So, but how free is the bomb site right now? How free is the bomb site? It's very free, but they don't know that, so they're taking their time getting in. That's giving a window for Cloud9. Nothing around the smoke. Gets the shot there. I think he saw the foot of Hayes. He will slowly but surely get his way into a position now to just get this retake going, and it's going to be Freakazoid who will beat him to the angle for the frag and the defuse as well. Cloud9 with another round, and this should actually break the economy of CLG, I do believe. Let's have a look.
Yeah, they survived 3 people last round, so they didn't get any money, so CLG with they could force it up, but Cloud9 has a bank now, so it wouldn't make any sense.
Okay, so we have ourselves some pistols here, and this is another one of those rounds where Cloud9, they need to firstly recognize, hopefully they are able to read the money situation properly, so they can say, okay, guys, they're going to have Eco coming in here, let's take positions. which are going to play the range, so we can play the ranges effectively, so we can play crossfires, and just gun them down with the rifles. That is what they need to do here, get a clean round in. But Tarek could be causing problems. He already takes down Skadoodle as he jumps down from the boost there. And this is really scary for Sean Gez. He's going to get flanked. They know that he must be there. I can think as they saw Skadoodle dropping off of his head, so they hunt down the second player. Oh my god. Deeks come in, and heads are rolling. Now going in for the retake now. Trying to stop that bomb from getting planted. Spray comes in from nothing, from Shroud, and it's going to be 2 kills for him. So looking to try to save this, but it's just Freakazoid left in a 1 versus 3, and Hazed is going to make one more head roll, taking that next Deeg frag. Money's threat. Why would you buy Deagles? Hey, there obviously the outcome speaks for itself. Because I'm a very outcome-oriented person.
He would have aced immediately if he would have attacked 9.
Okay, I trust you. Actually, there's some important concepts to talk about regarding this that I just thought of. We can do that after the match. I'm gonna write it down actually.
Yeah, I just have to question like the tower they use in short every round. Like they really need to stop doing
that. My god, though, we're gonna get a bit of a brutally savaging them, Sean Gez. He has gone full man mode over by A Long, and they're all dead. All of them. Every single last one of them. Even some fire to incinerate the bodies, wipe their mark clean from the world. But there's a new round, and they will respawn. So, this is Counter-Strike after all.
Yeah, exactly.
just to make sure that everyone knows. Okay, so 3-6. Cloud9 looking like they're getting on a bit of a roll. But as you say, we're seeing some riskier plays. It's not like the standard setups, not the standard safe setups. And they're playing the 2-3 now, 2A, 3B.
Yeah, and as you said, when you were asked if Cloud9 had any idea what kind of economy CLG had, they probably didn't, because they went for that tower in short, which is a really poor decision if they knew they were going to go for like a Tech 9 buy. Entry frag here actually for CLG. Yeah, and the bomb is rotating back now. I wouldn't be surprised if CLG just went back towards B as they did last time. They got an entry frag here.
We have a good presence from Cloud9 though towards a the open angel. That is crazy. No fear there. I mean, we're going to have the rest of CLG now starting to be a bit more confident being a man up. They just played the trades correctly here, then they should just be in. Although I say that, Hayes went for the one-on-one there against Skadoodle. That could have actually gone poorly for CLG had he lost that. But indeed, it will be the frag for him as they go for the play into B, having caused a situation where Cloud9 were incredibly paranoid of the A push. So it will be the round for CLG as Cloud9 try to save these remaining weapons. And let's have a very quick check of their economy. Okay, so there it is. So they'll lose this one and get 1,400 in addition to what they have there. So if they are able to save these 2 weapons, it's actually incredibly crucial that they save these 2 rifles right here, because that's going to allow them to have somewhat of a proper buy in the following round. If they don't, then they're all going to be around, what was it, like 4K, 4,400, something like that. And so that's not ideal if you want the incendiaries and the orbs out there.
Cloud9 managing to get 2 frags though, so pressuring their economy a little bit at least. Should go. Yeah, they're gonna buy.
Yeah, this is good. Now, and again, like sometimes if you do like look at the money like in situations like that, and work out what they'll get afterwards, like you really realize how important, how round changing the save can be, because otherwise there's no AWP here. They're gonna be lacking grenades. There's lots of changes. Oh no. They're going to just team flash his mates, throw him one into the back of Finesse, but CLG looking for the trades into toilets, and this is a very standard opening for Tees. I actually like this because this allows them to take connector quickly. They have the ability to trade for positions, trade players for positioning, and that's really important as Tees.
Yeah, and their CLG already have complete control of the toilets.
So really passive from Cloud9 here, and CLG not even really using many nades to
try exactly. That's the weird part.
Because usually you would, because that's actually why they've been having problems here, because they're not trying to make the trade game a little more safe, because these angles can be really brutal, but they're just walking in basically. So Cloud9, it's not going to matter too much for them. Looks like we're just going to get a straight up A play here, unless they have a fake in mind, but there's nobody towards Suez to hold that. And Cloud9 just resting, playing reactively. In come the grenades, slowly but surely. Nice one onto Sean Gers. He's going to go down to 61. The peaks are going to come in. And you mentioned how this can be a really hard take previously, but looks like they're able to just walk up into this. There's not that many players here for Cloud9, but they are making the frags. Nothing with a really nice switch up there. Just one player to another on big angles, and it's going to be just JDM64 who is remaining with the AWP. The time is not with him. 5 seconds left. He's going to have to run away. And that was a super weird round, actually. Like you said, we had CLG pushing with no nades, so if Cloud9 were playing in toilets, then they're not making... because usually the strength of the CT defense playing aggressively on A is to make it so that...
you have many layers.
Yeah, you have layers, and like T's have to waste... how they have to waste nades to get into the site. And so usually you don't want to throw the nade when you're in a fight, so you have to throw them before. So you don't know yet whether they're going to be there. So it's very strange to see them walking all the way.
It's a big risk, but it paid off.
Exactly.
It just wasn't enough.
Exactly. Even though they had all the nades to go into the site with, they couldn't make it work. So but nothing. He had a really sick couple kills there.
You're getting 3 kills with 1 mag with the M4 AS.
On the crate when they all know you're there. Yeah, nothing's been playing pretty well here today.
And look at this. There's actually a CT pushed up under the ladder already. Will he? Yeah, it's actually going up.
Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, Cutler's going to spot him, though. And that is pretty key there, because had Sean Gers got the kill on the bomb man, and the bomb drops there, well, I mean, he probably wants to fall back still, but that's going to delay CLG a lot. And they're already low on time now. 45 seconds. They've got a man who's playing the lurk towards Monster. 2 players in toilets and 1 on the long. So they're actually quite split up at the moment. They're not really close to making an execute, and nothing's coming in from the back. Oh, and he's going to get the frag onto Finesse. And they have problems now. The time is ticking away. 30 seconds left, and they have to deal with nothing, just demolishing them on the flank. The bomber, meanwhile, has made its way towards Monster as nothing cleans up the toilet area. But he can spot that there's no push coming. So they should have players to stop this plant from happening on B, but they won't just yet. So the bomb at least will go down. And this is actually a winnable situation now for CLG, despite losing 2 players for free, thanks to nothing. And he's going to make his way around to assist Shroud and Skidule as they make their way in. And they've already got a player on the bomb site. Really up close, Freakazoid. He's going to get completely destroyed there by Haze, but the fire will burn him down for the trade. Cutler coming in now, one-on-one against Nothing, and Nothing will take it down. Nothing gets the ace. Well played to him. He has been on fire today, just delivering time and time again for Cloud9. And once more, he's going to save them as he gets his 5k. And I think he's been top fragging for them, what, every match?
Yeah.
I think every map, sorry. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but at least on Inferno, I think.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be an easy round for Cloud9, but Cutler getting that double spray down, a bit lucky. But yeah, Nothing manages to save the round.
The interesting thing is that they read the 2 kills from Nothing to be still an A play, but they couldn't get the info, so that was what allowed the plant. Oh no, we're getting the trade there, but the Deeg, I'm telling you man, you gotta kill the Deagle. It's good. That one's going in a movie. Okay, so we have 2 on 4 for CLG. If they can get more damage here, that would be really nice. Although I don't know how much money Cloud9 actually have right now, but the Famas does tell me that they're quite weak and money. Yeah, so extra damage here could be really effective. If they find 2 extra kills, that would be really strong. So far though, they're not finding all that much. Just Cloud9 is sitting on the bomb.
Yeah, they should just play the safe. Cloud9 knows they don't want to give away any weapons at this point. I like this.
Oh my goodness. No one was waiting for that. Oh my god, he almost got a 2nd kill there as well. Onto Sean Gers. He was very weak, but Skidoo will finish off Hazed. But 2 frags is definitely a very acceptable result there. So 4-9 is the score as Cloud9 pick up more CT rounds. And it was really interesting because Cloud9 was struggling in various rounds. And it feels like we're seeing very different rounds all the time. We're not seeing a consistency to some of their setups. So they're mixing up their players quite a lot and how they're playing different spots and where they are actually going, how many players they have towards B or towards A. And like this round as well, we're seeing a connector push, not super common here from Cloud9. But this round we're going to see it. Nothing in Sean Gers. And they will get a nice crossfire, but not needed as nothing. Goes back up the stairs to eliminate Finesse, and this is why that aggressive CT play can be very dangerous indeed for the T's. Looking to, oh my goodness, definitely going to regret that one. JDN64 picking up a lovely frag, and that's going to make life a little bit easier as Skadul was kind of holding down the toilets, but now there's a free path to the bomb site, which is going to allow a quick plant for CLG. This is turning into quite a poor situation for Cloud9 unless they can get a fast frag, but that smoke is perfect for Hayes to just spot through the bottom. Gets a free kill onto a Freakazoid. Cutler locking down Connector as well, and Cloud9 now down to 2 players in a round that looked like they had a huge advantage. CLG have managed to save it. All beginning with that frag onto Skadoodle. But can they close? Hayes going to go for the peek, takes down Shroud, and Sean Gers just cannot get in. He cannot get a single look into the bomb site, and Hayes goes in for the final frag. Very well done indeed, and wow. That again, Cloud9 had that.
Yeah. The thing is, if you have the 2 guys on A, go aggressive connector, you can get completely cut off from the A site.
Yep.
And that's what's happened there, because you can't go up the stairs, because the terrorist waiting in party will have like the easiest time ever to kill you from that angle. Which means you have to rotate at the entire way back. And also the other 2 guys, they're defending B, so they're not like sure if they can rotate yet, so CLG just understanding that situation.
So you're basically saying like Skadul has to be much further back basically, like for that to mitigate that position, but damage from that. So
or that you take someone from B to go aggressive connector.
Right. Take serious and go in, but we do have a pretty brutal round here to finish off the half. CLG just completely abusing a lack of economy for Cloud9 in that round, and they will take it 6-9. So I think CLG are going to be really happy with this.
Yeah, that was a really good half, especially considering that they lost the pistol round. So 6 rounds as T on Overpass, losing the pistol round. It's yeah, really good half.
Yeah. So how do you again? So you introduced yourself. I was very busy, you know, tweeting and stuff. So you mentioned obviously that you've been playing Vesa recently. Okay, so you've been doing in-game leading at the top level more or less, or I guess Ace would be a tier 2 team. I guess that's fair to say, like not in the top 8 in Europe, so like a tier 2 team.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, okay. You really don't want to like insult me.
Yeah. Anyway, so you have a lot of experience playing against a lot of teams here when it comes to Overpass, because you know it's a very commonly played map in Europe. So from your experiences there, and looking at how normal CT rounds go, what are your expectations when you're going into just the A dynamic? Because that has the most flexibility, and it felt like we saw lots of different setups from Cloud9. Some were like really cool, but do you think that they were mixing up too much? What would you like to have seen?
Yeah, we didn't see a lot of that. Like you have 3 people and you like go very aggressive, but you still want to go aggressive, but you want the option to always fall back.
Yeah.
Because they say like if you get flashed, just fall back because they have wasted a flash, and then like you fall back because they wasted nades. It's exactly what you said. It's or you do the like only 2 people there, and then you usually go for the tower on forest. I don't know what the tower on short when you can see through the toilets.
So, yes, there's like the glass that they were looking through at the toilet area. They got caught there a few times.
A position which is obviously getting too obvious. Because people are just like pre-firing it now. As I think we've seen like 3 rounds lost this today only, just due to players just standing there and people just expecting it.
We even had a spot actually where someone died from that position, and the guy who was there didn't immediately just fall back behind the smoke that was down, when he kind of could have, and just like thrown a flash down to try to get out of there, because obviously if you kill someone there, he can't levitate. There's another guy there, right? There's another guy there. So that's one of those spots where we saw a couple extra players lost. And that's the thing, like you lose 2 players there because you get pinned down. If you have to immediately react. So we saw that a couple of times coming into play. It was very interesting, actually. One of the things that I really like about Virtus Pro when they play is because they get super aggressive on the A side of the map, which is really just interesting to watch. Not many teams, I don't think there's a team that I've seen that can pull it off as well as they can. And it fits their style because they really like this kind of a style. But it's cool because they go forward, they'll take a kill, and then just run back to site and be like, okay, we have a small advantage now. and we're just going to sit back on the site. So guys, we do have a small delay. It's waiting on the teams at the moment to get themselves ready for the second half. So we should be live again momentarily. Again, this is the HTC Reborn Invitational. It's map number 3 for just joining us. And this is the last map. The winner will go up against Liquid in the grand final. And of course, will also be guaranteed at least $2,500, as $5K will go to the first place, and third and fourth is $1,250 as well for the people that are coming third and fourth. So, you know, Affinity managed to be the first team to actually claim that. So I think that they did a really good result, considering I think people didn't expect them to do so well. But yeah, so returning back to Overpass now, because we're moving into what will be the T half for Cloud9 and CT half for their opponents. So again, expectations from what you've seen so far in this series.
I think CLG has a slight advantage right now. If they win the pistol, it's going to become a huge advantage. But sure, 6 rounds losing the pistol is a really good result. But you can easily just always fall into that eco trap when you're CT, or your economy is just a complete disaster. And if CLG manages to not get into that position, I think they will win. So save the weapons, make decisions like that. Don't go for the 3v4 retake, or maybe not even the 3v3 retake sometimes. Just try to not get money screwed.
Actually, the thing for me that throws this into favor when it comes to CLG, because I feel like CLG on the CT side will actually be favored here, is actually what I saw from them on Inferno, because CLG's Inferno, if we look at the first, because they went 11-1 or something, right, on Inferno, which is a really amazing CT half from them. They were so consistent with their setups. They had a default setup that was flexible, and they could add a play here or there, but the base of it was quite solid. And I feel like this map is quite similar. If you just treat the A side where you can push and stuff, just think of that as banana from Inferno, and the B side is just a static defense. I feel like CLG can bring that same consistency they had in Inferno. I feel like they are favored, but we do have to go through the pistol round, and wow, we're straight into the action here as we jump in. We're on a B execute from Cloud9, and they are going to take themselves a quick bomb plant. So CLG, now to save this and start with a good economy, are going to need quite a significant retake, and we got someone who is just not a very welcoming neighbor. I don't know whether
it's so silly that you can do that.
Yeah, I don't know whether I don't know whether Cutler's the worst salesman ever. He just keeps shutting the doors. No, I do not want your washing machines that you're selling. Please leave me alone.
I don't want your deagle.
What, deagles?
Deagles.
Does he have a deagle?
Oh,
no one has a deagle. No one even has a deagle. What are you talking about? I'm confused. You've thrown me. Threat. Thanks for that. So Cloud9, they're going to pick up the pistol. This makes it pretty ridiculously bad for CLG. They need to come out with a lot of damage here. And
yeah, we see a deagle now on haste. Not even opting to buy an armor.
I guess it's going to leave him with roughly $800, assuming he didn't get any frags, which would mean that he can try to be able to afford an AWP. And he's looking for the deagle sniper. Oh my god, that is ridiculous. That just is so ridiculous.
This is happening only because I talked shit about the deagle.
Yeah, pretty much. The deagle is very inconsistent. It is very inconsistent. It's not 100% accurate at that range. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So that's why people refer to it as this weapon that you can't rely on it, basically. But you can gamble with it, and that's what Hayes did. Picked up a quick kill. Looking for a close range on a second shot. That would have really crippled the push from Cloud9, but they picked up the kill on him instead, and they're going to push into that bomb site. And so far, so good. They are just gutting the bomb site completely of CT players, and they'll take the round. So despite the flashy first frag on the defense from Hayes at the max range with the Eagle, it's going to be a clean round for Cloud9.
Yeah, I can see a point buying it as CT. It kind of makes sense because you can hold the angles like that.
It can actually work. You can take a shot and then fall back to another angle, take a shot, fall back to another angle.
But as T, when it's more expensive than the Tech 9, it doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, well, we are going to have on the anti-eco here, passive play, Cloud9 using the ranges. and trying to abuse CLG. So it should be a pretty easy 12-6 for them. And I really do want to see CLG's CT side. I want to see what the default is for them. I'm very much looking forward to that. So we'll see that after this round. But I hope they get more than one chance to play with it, because this is the situation that you run into, isn't it? Where you might not get a chance to really play your CT side.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you, let's say Cloud9 win the next round, you know, like or lose the next round in a 1v1, and then they win the 5th round, forcing CLG to like 2 more ecos.
Yeah, to double eco, right?
Yeah, and then it's like 15 rounds for Cloud9 and
yeah, and then they'll probably not even double eco. They'll probably like save one and then get like a really weird force fight, so they have more chances. So yeah, you just never get to see it.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the situation I talked about earlier when you get into that like disastrous economy.
So hopefully they can avoid that for their sake. Now here comes the buy from CLG, and I'm curious what they have to show with it. JDM64, of course, picking up the AWP. He is a really good AWPer. When JDM64 is hot, it is pretty impressive, to say the least, to watch him work the AWP. AWP. Alright, so what setup do we see? We've got 2 players on long, A long here for CLG. They have nobody in toilets, actually, unless there is a boost. Oh, so, okay, I think there's, yeah, the boost in B, so there's 2-3 set up. And just checking, they're checking to see if there's anyone on sewers. But oh, that is a sick frag there from Shroud. He's going to take down the AWPer immediately for CLG. Tarek gets the very needed trade, but he's going to have to get another one, but it's not going to happen. Cloud9 getting those 2 kills immediately. And this is the problematic situation for CLG, because now at least they get the rotation well in advance, but they're still down some men. Cutler gets one, but they can't just be going for one. They are outmanned at the moment. Sean Gares going over the top into Optimus. Finesse finally making a positive fragging situation for his team. Bomb will go down though. And Freakazoid looking for something through the smoke in the back. And he's got himself a good position. And he's going to find the side of Finesse. And now it's down to Hazed. Freakazoid is very low, but he's got a nothing to go through. And nothing is waiting in those toilets, ready to pounce. That's quite a sinister statement, I gotta say. Don't quote me on that. That's weird. So Hayes will save his gun. And, oh wow. Freakazoid actually not going to make it out in time.
Yeah, 13 rounds now for Cloud9. And CLG, will they force buy? Like, if they eco, they give Cloud9 14 rounds. It's like, you can't make any good decisions at this point. Like, all decisions is like terrible.
Yeah, exactly. You're choosing between bad and bad, basically, and or low percentage plays and low percentage. There's no like solid percentage plays here. And the thing as well for CLG is that that round that they had previous with their buy, they kind of went. They played 2 players with rifles very close to an engagement where they can't fall back. So they went for a pretty hefty gamble at the start. So we didn't see what I would call a normal setup, where maybe the AWPer would be much further back, and they would have 2 players in toilets. So the AWPer can actually duck into toilets if things go bad, get support from the riflers, whether it be flashes or whatever, and they can play team play setups and fall back together if they need to. So they opened it up with a gamble, and it didn't pay off for them, and Cloud9 got the better of the trades. And now they are in this position. This is what they have to deal with. Haste on the save, and his teammates, well, save of the M4, the rest of his teammates investing a small amount to have something to work with. Cloud9 very aware of this eco, and they are going to be going for the safe play. Sean Guest sprays down 2 in connector. Cloud9 looking very good at the moment, but JDM64, oh, double snap from him with the P250, going to pick up the AK. In comes Sean Guest, as he tries to discover exactly what's going on over by the toilets area, and JDM64 has fallen back now. He's managed to save that AK, and they could even win this round if JDM goes huge with some more shots from this AK. In go the grenades. He's going to have to peek now. That fire is down. Oh, and he's going to get tagged down by Sean Gares for his triple, and just Cutler who's left over. But 2 frags is acceptable. It'd be nice if Cutler could try to find something extra here for his team, for CLG, because they need to be able to force ecos out. They just have to.
Yeah, and 14 rounds now for Cloud9. I think, like, at this point, sure, the economy will matter, but like, it's just about rounds now. It's just so hard to like win this many rounds in a row now for CLG.
Alright, so...
Let's see if they go for the 3-man now on A.
Yeah, I mean, look at the 2 rifles, or even a rifle AWP, or even 3 towards party at the start of the round, then sending AWP through the connector into the A-long area from toilets. That, like, stuff like, I guess that basic stuff, that would be cool. And they are going to go for the 3-man. Are they going to push down connector? Looks like they might do that, actually, with 2 players. Now, again, we had that situation before where I think it was Skadoodle who got caught out and tagged down from toilets, and they lost control of A completely with the 2 players in connector. CLG must avoid this situation.
Just get the enter frag there in connector.
We have 3 players on party for Cloud9. As JDM64 looks for anyone to challenge his angle. He misses the shot and Skadoodle takes him out. However, they do have 2 players on the bomb site, so this is a better handle of this kind of an opening from CLG so far. And it's going to be loads of smokes. They're almost a running execute onto the A site from Cloud9. They want to get the bomb down straight away. And Tarek is going to be found by Shroud. Cutler still holding down Optimus Prime though with that M4 of his. And Hayes with an A straight on over. Don't find anything just yet, and the bomb is not planted. Skadoodle has actually got hold of the bomb. The Orpa's on the bomb, which is not an ideal situation. Going to have to find some shots here. Takes down Cutler. In comes Finesse close range. And he's going to take down Skadoodle, who had the bomb in hand. And nothing will get eliminated as well. And I thought Cloud9 were going to get the bomb down like straight away. But I think because Skadoodle had it on long, and that simple mistake meant that they couldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. And
then fall back off of it.
Yeah, that's true. And if CLG would lose this round now, they're basically going to lose this semi-final, because only 2 people surviving. They have to buy everything they can with all the money they have. So Cloud9 has a great opportunity here to win this semi-final now.
We're seeing the 2 men down. A long play from CLG, something that has punished them previously, because you have to, if you get challenged here, you can be pretty committed if Cloud9 go for an early challenge with 2 players. But Tarek goes for a peek pretty early there, and it's actually going to be punished by Cloud9, a patient Cloud9. So they outplayed CLG in that spot with their patience.
And great decision here by Cloud9, doing as CLG did when they got the enter frag, just falling back towards B. Probably gonna go out monster.
Great shot, and that angle again, JDM64 gonna abuse it and throw down the smoke to escape, but they might be trying to spray. Oh, one get free because it's stuck in front of the smoke. They're gonna keep executing in here. Cloud9, not a good look for them. Shroud looking to get a result here, but he's gonna have to go for a reload. The nades are coming in, the bomb is down in the flames, and he's just scanning for these players. Spots the first one, Hayes will go down, but Shroud can't do much more than that. And I feel like Shroud is one of those players, if you get him in a position to like frag people, then you're in a really good spot. Because we're finding lots of, like that spot for example, he's got players like on too many angles, nades all over the place. He can't really get a clean fragging situation. But sometimes we just see him just explode into a bomb site and just take everyone down. If he just gets that right angle, the right one-on-ones, you can see him just go absolutely nuts. But that's just too much to ask for, it seems. Let's play into the B bomb site now. Cloud9.
Actually deciding to go for the force fight with 1 Galil and Tech 9.
Have a slow push, holding the line up here for Hayes. Take down 1 before the trade comes in. 3-on-3 now. Cloud9 looking not too bad actually, but getting off of the bomb site after planting is pretty difficult, and Skadoodle's going to make the frag onto Tarek, but indeed Shroud will get eliminated after the bomb plant. Sean Gers has to save the day as he goes in, but the smoke is down, and he's going to be spotted. Oh wow, what a shot there through the smoke onto JDM by the water. Sean Gers now 1-on-1, and that's a significantly different situation, and it's exactly what you said before. If you put the smoke down, you think it's going to be helping you, but it didn't help them at all there.
No.
Actually made it incredibly impossible for them.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's good in like a 3v3, like when it's even with the players, but as long as you have an advantageous position, you shouldn't smoke that position, because if you just smoke it, or if you don't smoke it, you can just fake defuse and just hold them.
They definitely had the time to do that. Cloud9 15-8 now. They are 1 round away from moving forwards here.
And only pistols from CLG.
This is going to be pretty tough. And they're going to be moving into that bomb site of Cloud9. Oh, we get Haze. He's going to kill the bomber. That bomb is down on the ground, and it's a 3-on-3 now. These pistols are delivering these 5.7s. In comes JDM64. Oh, the nade! Oh, it was perfect. He's going to take down Skadoodle. Nothing down onto 2 HP. And CLG might be saving themselves in this. They're 3-on-1 now, just with measly 5.7s against the intimidating rifle setup of Cloud9. Apparently not so intimidating after all, as you're going to see. Sean Gares wrapping around the monster, and there's the spray down. Tarek picks up the kill, and they survive 9 rounds to 15, but they are playing for that overtime.
Great shots there from Haste. Just playing out of his mind right now. That position is not easy with the 5.7 versus AKs.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being all that consistent to win a round like that, so they are now going to be rewarded with the ability to play with rifles, and I think a bit of a misbuy there, so a bit of money wasted maybe by CLG. I think Famous on the floor. I'm not going to go for a fast play, it would look like, right now. Nade over there, a little bit too deep though. So good setup here from CLG. Waiting to spot a player from Cloud9, who they're trying to get a little bit of intel. I think they will hear them jumping around though. I mean, they must. Haze is right there behind the wooden board, so they definitely hear the jumping. They're maybe trying to bait out the jumping of their own, but maybe boost to spot the info. Nothing much here so far for Cloud9. And CLG, they won't move. They do not have to. Now Cloud9 with no entry into B, they're going to try their luck with A. They don't have any grenades. They don't have any weapons. They don't have any armor. And now they're all dead. That was a great round.
Yeah, I like the decision that Cloud9 like almost didn't buy anything, because CLG will obviously have money and buy every round because Cloud9 will win if they win a single round now. So yeah, going for the double eco as well. I would have almost wanted Cloud9 to not buy anything at all this round, because there's no point in going for economic damage when you have 15 rounds.
And well, they have a couple 3 Tech 9s actually. I mean, if they get close to a CT, you honestly just don't know what can happen here. And JDM64 can be content to make that frag, make the call for his teammates. Cannot challenge in against these Ts who close with 2 Tech 9s. It's very risky. Gonna wait. Smart stuff, and the nades will do their damage. And that's the problem, these Tech 9s. Really, really powerful. Because he picks up a kill, but it's long ranges here that are favorable for CLG, and we'll see that used to great effect. Rifles coming in for Shroud, or a rifle coming in for Shroud. But no armor. He needs the instant kills. There's one. But Tarek has one straight back at him as well.
Yeah, and Cloud9 should have a lot of money now. Also getting that extra round loss bonus now, so should be able to close this match out now. Maybe not this round, but in the next 4 rounds. And they have only 2 molos though, so might not be a B execute. Yeah, bomb going towards party.
We have the smoke in there to deny the angles here, so the T's can get into party area, but JDM64 will reposition. And you gotta really know your angles. The angles are really crazy, like specific on the toilet area and parties. Sometimes we see you have to know them very crucially, because otherwise the AWPers or the riflers can just find there's, I don't know, do you know what I'm talking about here?
Yeah, yeah.
You have to like move perfectly, otherwise you'll get caught. We actually saw Skadoodle getting caught on the CT side because he was a bit further out than he should have been. I explained that so badly. I don't think anyone but you understands what I mean.
It's basically like, if I stand here, can he see me from that position?
Yeah, there's
or
like
not?
so many of those angles, yeah, and it's very hard to be safe sometimes. So Cloud9 will take over toilets, slowly but surely.
Tarek going down to 9 speed.
Got the advantage now for CLG on the defense. double orb is proving very effective. JDM64 going to pick up the frag towards toilets. The bomb is down for Cloud9. Is this actually happening right now? Because it looks like CLG have found strength in their default setup. And that's what we were thinking about previously, what I really wanted to see. And the double orbs is really good on this map, actually. Really, really good. If you have... I think I liked the way that Envious used to play it quite some time ago. As Skadul gets challenged, I'll just see if he can pick up some extra kills here. Excellent stuff there from Skadul. Skadul takes down number 3, almost the 4th as well. That's actually kind of problematic if CLG can't actually get the buys in properly after sustaining a lot of damage. You can see their money is actually really low, so they want to survive with a lot of players here, actually, to be honest, so that they always can keep a good setup.
And Cloud9 actually deciding to go for that, like half force buy. I think it's mostly due to schedule having that AWP.
CLG looking to take over sewers very quickly, almost like a knife round there. Everyone just go running to the sewers. But we do have the push coming from Cloud9, so they have all the bodies in place more or less. Trey's coming in, Cloud9 looking not too shabby indeed, as the bomb can't go down just yet. They need to still find safety by getting the kills and locking down some of these angles with smokes. JDM64 leering in, or peering in over the top there. Great vantage point, but won't connect the shot. Shroud gets to keep his head in this round so far. But JDM64 will find him in the end. Guess with the bomb is just running, thunderfooting all over the place. Now, he's got a minute to play with. For the frags, Finesse finds him. And another round there for CLG. I think they're going to do this. I think they're actually making this happen right now, this comeback.
Yeah, Cloud9 has to eco.
How many rounds
like
in a row?
they're going to buy so they can buy next round, so they're probably going to buy like Tech9, Light, Kevlar, Smoke.
How many rounds in a row has this been? Okay, they've got 5 in a row. That's been pretty strong here. So of course it is Overpass, so you kind of expect it as for the CT side, but still.
But Shroud has a deagle now, so of course Cloud9 will win now.
Okay. Hey man, don't joke around. We've got the long-range Tech9 frag onto Cutler. Trey's coming in though, and actually Cloud9, they've made a huge push onto this B bomb site. Absolute catastrophe has struck CLG as JDM64 goes in from jungle, waits for his teammate to get a better vantage point as well. Tarek in there, nade over the top. It should be pretty strong. They don't have a lot of only Sean guesses Kevlar. So, oh, he's going to get burnt down. Oh, that is massive right there. Here's the guy with the rifle as well. CLG looking pretty good into this one now, but in comes the deagle as they both are over by Monster. There is the first player. Nothing's going to push forward. Oh, Shroud almost getting burnt down. And hey, man, round 1 by the deagle. Match 1 by the deagle. I think the universe is trying to tell you something, Threat. But congratulations to Cloud9. They're going to go into the grand finals against Team Liquid. I guess the 2 biggest organizations in North American Counter-Strike at the moment. And, wow, we have a thrilling best-of-3 grand finals on our hands.